like a light, lighting up in the dark. You make it right, I forgot how to act, it's so classic. Every time you make me nervous and I lose my words. It's been a while since I forgot the most simple words. I feel calm when you're around, like nothing can break me. Now I know why it never worked out before. High low, it would always turn out bad, so bad. But every time we start a fight, we always stop in time. We both know how to be gentle, never cross the line. I feel calm when you're around, like nothing can break me. Sometimes, but I know we're safe. Two peas in a pod, a roller coaster to walk out the door. We could be in control, but we just keep on putting on a show. And baby, I don't mind it. Let them talk, they don't get it. That we are two peas in a pod.
All right, guys, in my defense, I was going to let you have the evening off. I had already taken my shower and was going to settle down for the evening, but I was bamboozled into being here. You two nerds are lucky I even checked my phone. I thought we were done for the evening. So I guess we're going to get in the swamp and play around a little bit. I see. Oh, sorry, John. I'll get you. We'll get you some more tunes going. Bear with us a second. Drew sent me over the updated swamp file, so we're trying to go into it now. Some people were saying they were having some crashing issues with 1.6.3. Hopefully it lets us in. Hopefully. Ah, I get it. I'm your little monkey. I just have to dance when you all say... when you all say dance, huh? This map is loading as slow as this tortoise. Is it just Leaf and Nick? Because that's kind of worrisome. If it's just those two dorks, I wonder if it's mod related or something that's going on. Oh, daddy. Drew's been busy. Look at this water tower. Drew always gets those good late afternoon shots. What in the world has Drew... Oh, Drew did get the... Drew got the bike shop put in. That's cool. You're my background noise while I draw Fort Worth's map. Nice. Ah! Drew put some over here in the little overflow swamp with some trash. That's kind of sad, but awesome. Whoops, billboards aren't loading. Let's see. I think I remember kind of where we had some of these. No, that wasn't right there. Let's see. So we had Michelin right there. Hey, at least we're in the map. So 1.6.3 didn't mess us up necessarily. I forget which one was right here. I forget. Wasn't Route 66, wasn't that one, not that one. Not that one. Hold on, Drew, I gotta get my billboards right here. That's a Lost Creek Ranch sign bold made me. Oh, it was Coca-Cola. There we go. Might not have been that. It was that one. Okay, Drew completely got rid of those two billboards. Thank you, Drew. Let's see. This one was the motor oil. There we go. All right, got that one back. This was just the big bike shop, the big motorcycle one. I think it was that one. And we'll put that one back later. And then Seth's little India ones I had here. Okay. There we go. All right, now let's see what Drusif has been up to. These are pretty stinking cool. Oh, I like the little railroad track running through as well. Cool little start to this area. Isn't that Don't you think that's a lot better than the fantasy kind of route we were going, Drew? Like to just keep it kind of industrial, swamp-like. Seth's little bike shop sitting back here. It just fits perfect with this whole area. I still haven't heard back from Frontier about getting into Sakura map. I'm afraid it might just be lost. Oh, crap. Still can't get into that? That sucks. Especially when you spend... I mean, you're not talking about a little one-off build that you can't get into and grab a blueprint. The whole zoo we can't get into. That's the one that Drew and I tried to get in for you too, I think. Now, this is awesome, Drew. You definitely nailed that industrial, like factory, kind of grimy section of town feel. That's a strip club behind Cess. I forgot to send you the billboard for it. Bar. Little Scody strip club. Hey, they have little strip club miniature models. Do you guys want to see one? I'm like, what if the person had little kids? How would they explain that? How would they explain that to the person? What a fitting build for a swamp. See, this is kind of the picture I was thinking of when I was telling Drew that we needed to go with like a little town setting, just because I'm not ready to give this up yet. Like a lot of times Drew will like stop me, or he'll say, okay, man, I think there's enough buildings now. We need to come up with something like, okay, let's move on to some animals or something. This time I'm like, Drew, you're just gonna have to go with it. I'm building a town. I can't stop on these little buildings. I don't care about alligators. I am rolling with this for right now. See, this is kind of what I was thinking. Just, I'm going to build little streets, and I can do a bunch of you all different weird little buildings. Won't that be cool? So we got that going. But hold on, everybody's here for the strip club. Drew, you actually got that pretty close. All right, here is Drew's Swamp Strip Club. The rack room, topless bar. Girls, girls, girls. Okay. Drew and I do not judge that kind of work. You gotta do what you gotta do. Drew's always in them. That's why he got so close. Drew is very familiar with the rack room. Rooms for rent. Oh, daddy. Okay, so we got that out of Drew's system. So now, what am I supposed to do? We gotta search for some kind of little building for me to start. Power lines just going up in the trees. I love the little excited person hanging out the window on the top floor. You build what you know, right, Drew? You could start on that town area just behind the industrial area, sort of tie the two areas together. That's a cool little crane. Ew, Drew turned the water all dingy. Which, kind of, that's what swamps look like. I'm actually not mad at that. So where do you think the town should go, Drew? Like, should we... Like, are you saying back here? Or more up here? Takes a while to move things in the swamp. Like, this would have made Drew and my heart stop like 6 months ago, but now you just kind of have to let it do its thing. It should pop here in a minute. There we go. Let me get Drew's little stuff up here out of the way. Okay, just on the other side of the tracks, maybe the train tracks split the nicer area and the slummy. Stan, I believe you mentioned you had interest in the rundown blockbuster video idea that has now become a Leafs bootlegged video den. Could definitely do that. Kind of start it right here, maybe. Kind of like this little path, how it has like the green kind of growing up through it. That looks pretty cool. So see, now this gives me like another outlet to go down through here with buildings, which is what I want to do right now. So I can make this whole little strip a little town with little offshoots and road, like, turns. Like, this could be a little main street, essentially. The only thing is, I don't think it's just an old blockbuster building. I just don't think that lends itself too well to theming in here, so we may have to do a... Might have to find a little Bar Mills type building and tailor it to Leaf's bootleg video store. But maybe try to add in little elements that it used to be a blockbuster before Leaf took it over. Let me just kind of search for some... Just search for some inspiration here real quick. Drew and Savannah kind of caught me with my pants down. Like I said, I was not even going to wander up into your all's evening. But here we are. A Swamp Buster video. Hey, what's up, Max? And Nick asked for a Joe Exotic style situation. Alright, let me just look at some of these and we'll get something started here. Hey, at least we almost got Tuesday out of the way. That much closer to the weekend. Some of these look pretty interesting. Savannah, it's Bar Mills. Bar Mill. That's kind of the little buildings and stuff we've been looking up. Bar Mills. You can look up like Bar Mills Town, Bar Mills Train. What they are is it's like a company that makes miniature railroad towns. And you essentially, that's what Drew and I have kind of been basing a lot of these designs off of, these little miniatures that you put together and paint. Some of them can be pretty expensive too, like these little tiny buildings, they can run hundreds of dollars for your little town. You know, this is a kind of cool one. Might be able to tailor it into maybe not Leaf's building, but just an old something in general. Look at this one I found. Drew and I, we found so much concept art. We're thinking we're gonna have to make a Google Drive and save all of them in. I really like this little guy. Check this out. Isn't that a cool one? Salmonella egg wholesaler. It's got the little pipes coming out. It's taller. Lots of windows. I think I'm kind of feeling that one tonight, guys. I'm gonna have to give it a little. I don't want to rush through Leafs and kind of just crap something out like on the fly. Whereas this one, like, I think I can go off this. So what do you think we can do with this one? This is what I'll kind of eye up this evening. I think that is our target, the Salmonella egg factory, but we can tailor it to whatever we want. A bakery, we have not done a bakery yet. Who would we do a bakery for? Who wants to? It's got to have a good name attached to it. That'd be a good little one for kind of like this this little Main Street area anyway. the nice little wholesome bakery right behind the strip club. Hey, what's up, Becca? Jake? Becca's Bakery. Becca Boo Bakery. All right, sounds like a plan. Gonna need those carbs. All right, Becca, you're getting a bakery. You come in just in time. Let's see if we can. I know it's 9:20. Let's see if we can make something happen. You're gonna get a swampy bakery. And so we get to go to, what looks like, I'm gonna go with the wood, and we're just gonna try to stick with this little theme. And we'll do it a little bit off-white, because we can't do like pristine white back here. It's the swamp, for goodness sake. I'll back it off the road a little bit in case I want to do like a sidewalk down through here. Okay, so we've got a window and a door and 2 windows, so that really kind of needs to be 3 that way. And then this way we've got a window, 2 doors. We could probably do 3 that way. And then we'll just go 3 deep back here. Yeah, so this is going to be the first little building on this side of the street they'll come to. The roof, it looks like on this, is not sloped too much, so I think this will work. And then the middle part of the building is actually, it's taller in the middle. So I think that recolorable bamboo looks like convincing siding. Yeah, that kind of does, and it's a little dingier too. Oh yeah, I'll use that to kind of separate some of the buildings going forward. Good call. Oh, I didn't even know you could turn those. We could even make that floor. Hell yeah, good suggestion. Good suggestion, Cybrus. That's why I keep you guys around. Okay, so we're gonna want this right here, and it goes up 2 stories and then has a roof. And then it only goes over 1 here, and there's a little side roof over here. Kind of got this a little off kilter, but that is what Beyond Wolf is all about, I think. So that shouldn't aggravate us too much, should it? And actually, you know what? This in here is black, actually. The bottom part of it. So we need to go like a little wall piece lower. And then that's that, and then it turns back to the white. And this little corner piece down here is black. There's actually a window right here. This isn't. Any predictions for the next PZ DLC? I'm thinking North American. Probably be the next, kind of like the next scenario I think we'll find ourselves in, but not 100% sure, but that's kind of where I'm leaning. Let's see. So you've got this tall section right here. How's Casey doing? Are you guys ready for little Emma to arrive? Yep. We're getting there. You believe it's only like 14 weeks away? 14 weeks. Maybe this is looking off to me because there's supposed to be one more little, like, top roof piece. Okay, so you've got the two windows. Actually, three windows. I'm gonna go North American as a guess. I would love to see some different types of Native American architecture and cabin theming. Yeah, you know me, I'm all about any type of cabin, wilderness, Dollywood-esque type theming as well. That would be right up my alley. I love just designing like that rustic theme. Like think, like at Disney's California Adventure, like the whole, What's that little, kind of like the Sequoia, is it Sequoia River Run? Like that whole vibe, like that is 100% S-Dan. Only thing is, I'm afraid if they do another animal pack, Drew will quit Planet Zoo. See, this is a little weird with the Planet Zoo style, because this little awning like comes right to the bottom of this window and then kind of makes its way back there. So this is all too far over. This is supposed to be skinnier than this. It's weird sometimes you don't notice this like in the design until you get to a certain roof line and then you're like, oh, wait a minute. You know, it's weird. Sometimes that even happens, you know, like in real life design. You know, the architects or whatever, you know, it all looks good on, you know, concept art and all that. And then you get to a certain point of the build and you're like, oh, wait a minute, that can't be like that. That is completely off. That's what just happened to us. It just took me putting that roof on to notice. Luckily in this, it's not costing us millions of dollars. Hey, what's up, Beezy? We're building Becca Boo a swamp bakery. Okay, so that's okay. That just barely misses now. Just barely. Okay, there we go. So we just need to do this. We can get all that filled in. I see your point with that, because I feel like 4 animals wouldn't be enough to give us all the good animals, but I feel like it'd be a shame to not give us North American themed pieces. True. Like, could you all imagine if we got like just say an Everglades pack, something, you know? All right, guys, give me a few minutes here. We've kind of got the bones started. We just need to kind of finish out this main footprint here, and then we can kind of start on some more of the detailing. All I want is a shoebill stork. I don't care how or why. Shoebill stork. Somebody did a video the other day that was, I think it was the argument that we will definitely get birds before we would ever get fish. I think a lot of people, it seems like they've conceded the fact that fish will probably never come, but birds are being worked on. Like they're still trying to figure out birds. But fish, just really, just from the chatter and the community consensus, I just don't think. And Jonty even talked about that a long time ago too, about when he was talking to the developers about everything in every animal essentially in play. It was the argument for why we'll never get like VFX animals, because every animal has to be trackable and traceable. There is no, you know, just give us VFX fish, etc. It's just, it's not, we don't think it's going to go down like that. That's probably not in our cards. Whoa, that's a little off. It's going to be so cool to have just this whole other little town section over here. Sometimes I like to use these long wooden beams to kind of tie everything together. I feel like I'm good with Leaf's fish. I don't know if they'd realistically be able to do fish with the way they made PZ. I feel like they could maybe do small schooling fish as the FX things. We have bubbles. Just make the bubbles fish and place it sideways. Yeah. Frontier would probably be better off making Planet Aquarium as a separate game than adding fish, because the ocean is a whole other world from land creatures. One DLC wouldn't be enough. Cyber says, I'm okay with not having fish. Like people said, not sure how they do them or if there's enough of a demand to warrant making them. That'd probably be like that could be an issue they'd run into too, with like a you know, a planet aquarium. Just like, you know, we're pretty niche ourselves, just being in zoo simulation. You know, I'd have to think you're getting quite a bit even more so with like aquarium nerds. A compromise would be something like a Canadian wilderness DLC where you could get a couple cool animals plus cabin living and Native American architecture, and as a bonus, Bold's house comes as a blueprint. Bold's probably going to blast in here in about 30 minutes and say, I didn't know you were streaming. Stupid YouTube. Or is it more of a wrench? Hey, thanks, Kim. Thanks for stopping by. We're in the middle of building Becca a bakery. This side of the building has 3 windows in the art. 3 right there. And then 3 right below this. Then we've got to get those pipes sticking out too. The pipes in the middle of these look really, really cool. And then on this little offshoot, they have another little door. And some more windows. Okay. what kind of aroma would be coming off of here? Ooh, Becca could do like a Dollywood style cinnamon bread. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Aiden? We are building a bakery for Becca. We were thinking about like a rundown blockbuster, but I need some more time to kind of look into that. A gooey pecan cinnamon swirl Danish. Yummy. Yeah, sometimes I like to take that, you like put yourself in, like drastically mess your sugar up, but it's really neat to take the cinnamon bread and put it in like your vanilla ice cream. Like take a little piece of it and cut it off and just eat it with your ice cream. That is, as Bold says, chef's kiss. Kim said, who is Becca? She is one of our followers. She was right around in here somewhere. There she is. Becca Boo, yes, sounds delicious. Would definitely be on the menu. And Becca has gained the nerve to stream herself. So she's almost set up and ready to go. You know, that's what I was thinking, like, when Savannah and Drew were texting me that tonight, I'm like, why don't one of you all stream? I'll watch. I'll hang out. Let's see here. These aren't quite thick enough. Basic Builder changed my life when he told me that you could click off blueprints. Like how many I don't even know how many hours. How many hours do I have in this? I've got 2,610 hours in Planet Zoo, and I had always looked for that button, and I was like, yeah, I mean, not looked for it, but I was like, where can I turn those blueprints off at? And the whole time it was like that little, like, weird little easel looking symbol. Because, you know, like as many blueprints as I have, like when you're scrolling through and stuff, they're kind of just, see how they're kind of in the way and they kind of get mixed in with all the other stuff. And Basic's like, dude, you can turn those off. Just click on filters right there. I'm like, what the hell? I've been sitting here for a year going around these blueprints. We got it, though. We got it. We're cool. Basic saved the day. You could even look at this as like Becca could have like taken over an old factory, like she bought a factory or something and converted it into her bakery. That's always cool, like when you see like some of these like downtown buildings, and they've, like, say it used to be an old bank or something, and they turn it into like a donut shop. And like, you know, sometimes they'll leave like the old vaults in the buildings, or like the wall, they'll leave the original brick exposed. Like, that's always cool when the new little businesses don't just come in and like hack, destroy, put up sheetrock. It's cool when they kind of repurpose older Main Street buildings into new stuff. It's cool, man. It's cool. That's what some of the new, like the Hilton Curio collections are doing. There's only like 8 of them in the United States. One's in Asheville, One is in St. Louis. I think there's one in Orlando, but that's their whole thing. Like the one in Asheville was an old, like abandoned train station, and they turned it into like a boutique hotel. So like the walls in your room they still have the old brick. It's just like really, really cool. Converted like upscale hotel. Like really, really cool. Matter of fact, let me see. Now you all have got me on an old tangent. Let me show you what one of the rooms looks like if I can find a cool picture. But it was a train station and they've converted it into a hotel. It's really, really awesome. This is one of the rooms. Where did that picture go? Here we go. So like, see, they even left the old style windows and they left the hardwood, like they refinished the hardwood floors. And so that is just, they've just done a killer job with that. And here's one of the outside shots. It's actually called the Foundry. Gentrification, that's awesome. Yes. Hold on, let me show you the outside, then we'll get back to some building. This is like the outside that they've kind of turned into seating areas and little outdoor lounges. But it's so cool, they left the old structure. Really, really cool. Whoops. Did I have that pushed out? Bum, jump, bum, 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 bum. I think Becca uses 2 C's. Is Becca still around? Do you use 2 C's, Becca? I think it's like that. There may even be, if I remember seeing her username correctly, there may be 2 A's at the end. Are you ready? Yes, 2 C's indeed. There she is. B-E-C-C-A-A. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. I gotta find Becca some cool signage as well here in a minute. We gotta get her some custom signage out here. Whoops. Backery? Becca's Bakery. And you know what? Because we have that Missy... What's her name? Missy... I think we've got some... We have even... Yes! Missy Good Donuts merch. So we could even have... We could even theme this a little bit. Because I think there's some more little signs. See if there's any more little food signs. Pip shot. Kind of cool. You know, hey, what's up, Aid and Adrian? One thing that I noticed in concept art today too that Drew and I don't have here anywhere, bait and tackle. We have no fishing, like we'd have to have some kind of fishing thing here. So we'll have to get on that too. And the art has like 2 stacks down here. Because Becca is definitely going to have some fires rolling here. Get some heat going. Hey, what's up, Primal? Yeah, I gotta come up with us, you know I could theme out a cool tackle store. All swampy. You know, I heard a lot of clicking in Lion Rider's video today. I think that nerd uses the keyboard to move around just like Drew does. I honestly think he does. I'm gonna have to like defriend both of them. It's seriously just creeping me out at this point. I'm like, Lion Rider, not you too. No. No. Please, just use your mouse. Rumors. I realized yesterday that I use both. No, Cypress, don't tell me that. I think that's why building in prehistoric kingdoms seems so daunting to me right now, because you have to. Like the way they, kind of like the way they have it set up. Like they kind of have the controls almost locked right now. And it's like destroying my brain. I really just want, like, I really just want to build in that game, and the controls are stopping me. My game just crashed. Oh no. Sad times. We could even do a band. Probably do a... Could do a band down the side. Of course, we'd want to do it like... Becca, if you're still here, what is your favorite color? We'll make your band going down the building what you like. You try to explain to me what your color is. Dance break over. Yeah, luckily it says I still have excellent connection. Hopefully it doesn't kick you guys off. Everybody good? Everybody back? I think it was YouTube. Could be. Sometimes it does that to Drew during the day, too. I'll notice you all, or I notice Drew will say, nope, everything's good on my end. Must be a YouTube thing. Hey, thanks, Jake. Max is still here. Still here. Popped out for a second. Okay, hopefully you guys will be okay. Hey, what's up, UK? Okay, let me look for something real quick. Ooh, some of these look pretty cool. Yeah, definitely gonna have to get probably a Google Drive, because Drew is like an organization nerd, and I'm gonna drive him crazy finding all these finding all these signs. Oh, we could even do up on the side of Becca's. Like, you know how these, like the town, sometimes they'll do the old signs of, like, what stuff used to be. Oh, I got some cool ones. I think you guys will like these. And these are, like, old too, so they'll really kind of go with the theme. I hope Becca would have croissants in her bakery. I love, 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 love croissants. They throw fish at you? Did you all see that that tweet I shared from that fishing company a couple days ago that has like those, like the most realistic tackle like I've ever seen in my life? That thing was creepy. It's so lifelike. Oh my gosh, yes, I want to just have them in a fish tank to watch. Yeah. I googled that company. They're like 21, it's like between $17 and $21 a piece. And I was like, you know, I kind of want to order one just to try it in person, like even just try it in the bathtub and see if that's really what they look like, because that was pretty awesome. I did see that. If I would have seen that in my dad's tackle box as a kid, I would have screamed. Yeah, you guys follow me on Twitter if you have that. I'm usually pretty active on there during the day. Or, you know, throughout the week. And then, you know, I'm not going to cover this side with any windows because I'm probably going to butt a building right up against this. Like, this is going to be like true to form Main Street type deal where my buildings are going to, you know, plop, 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 just all the way down through there. Which Becca's just ended up being perfect because this is flat in the art anyway. So, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, Stan's new bath time toy. Yeah. Just leave the hooks off of it. Oh. I like how this whole Beyond Wolf build is essentially a downtown Disney. Yes. We want to, Becca, but we're scared. We're scared. We're scared. We want to. Like, I could see like starting some kind of modded zoo one day and like just knowing that would be like my modded zoo. So it wouldn't be like bringing modded material like in here and then something happening with Frontier and not being able to get back into this, you know? That's like mine and Drew's really only concern. It's not a Nick thing, it's a Frontier thing. We just never freaking know when they're going to, when they're going to switch it up. And then all of a sudden you can't get back into your zoo that you've spent like 8 months on. And it's not just a modded thing either. I mean, you really just never know with these type of games because look, Savannah uses absolutely no mods and she can't get back into Sakura right now. So, I mean, it's just kind of a risk you take with these type of games, but I think you could be exasperating your issues filling it with a bunch of mod scenery right now. At least until the end of game where we know that, okay, these are the files they left us with. So there is no one to change the files now. Frontier's done with it. Then we could be full on, all out with the modded scenery and animals. But it's just a little testy right now with not knowing what direction Frontier's gonna go. Kind of some little like aircon units up here in Becca's office. That bloody fish feeder. UK, I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume you probably do not have AC, do you? That was one of those things I learned way back when I would always wonder why people from the UK would always go on about it being really, really hot. And I was thinking, man, there must be something up over there. Something with their... Because every one of them tweets about it being really, really hot. Come to find out, UK basically, the UK houses are built to keep heat in. They're not built for, very, very hot summers and hot temperatures. That just doesn't happen to them very often. And, but yeah, that was the reason why they all, like when it's hot, they're really, really hot because their houses are not, very few houses are built with AC. So that was interesting. Now I know why they all say it. This is coming along pretty cool. I just need to really start adding, like I need some pop here, you know? Hey, thanks, UK. I think it's just going to be so cool to kind of go down through here and have little connected streets and little offshoots, do little corner buildings. Have Drew make me some like maybe some street signs or little red lights or something. All right, let me search here a minute. You know, to not have these too far out in the street, but this be kind of cool to have some little tables and chairs out front just for people to sit and eat. So technically, Cybers could order her bread and like hamburger buns from her diner from Becca's bakery that is technically just right down the street around the corner. That's cool. Hey, thanks, Leaf. We were kind of going to start on your kind of creepy little video store, but I kind of need more time. what's up, Herman? Gonna need a beer for that one. Yes, that's gonna have to be like one of those like Saturday evening streams, like when I really have time to kind of come up with something acceptable. Which hopefully Becca thinks this is acceptable. I was kind of forced into jumping in here on the fly, and Becca just so happened to come in right when we were looking at concept art. And, she got a bakery. Yes, and Becca gets free burgers or shakes. Little kickbacks for the hamburger and hamburger buns. There's the rider of lions. Had a big release today. Exciting stuff. A lot of hard work went into that pack. A lot of late nights. Aiden, I am in Eastern time zone, so it is 10:30 on the dot here. $10:30 on the dot. Dang, Drew just turned off all of my little poster boards, didn't he? Little nerd. Daryl. Look at Drew's factories. The night shift is going. That's cool. Drew wants me to do more houses too. So we'll definitely get some more houses over there in the town area. Some little row houses, you know. Oh, Herman's. The mossy tree, this one? That is from Carlos, G72. Yeah, we love that tree if that's the one you're talking about. Oh, like do some kind of haunted mansion in the town. That could be cool. Kind of like the Disneyland version of Haunted Mansion, you mean? Like that kind of swamp, like almost plantation style, large columns. That's an interesting Haunted Mansion design, almost like New Orleans style. Pretty cool. Hey, thanks, Becca. Oh, yeah, Phantom Manor is Disneyland Paris, right? There's like nothing, there's like no theming I adore more than the original Disneyland's New Orleans Square theming. I'm, you know, maybe not favorite because Adventureland in both parks is kind of like my favorite, but man, I don't know. It's a close toss up between New Orleans Square and Adventureland. I'm just all about some Adventureland theming. Hey, see you, Moonlight. We don't know, UK. Drew hasn't actually said where he thinks this is. My least favorite park, in terms of it's just kind of boring to me, is probably Epcot. But, two, I'm not a big drinker, really, or a big foodie. So, Epcot just doesn't really do it for me, guys. Epcot just does not... It's not my bag. And it is definitely Leaf's bag. Because I destroy a little piece of Leaf's soul every time I say that. Missy Good could be like just a brand of that Becca works with. Sponsorship dollars? The around the world experience for a Florida price. Disneyland Paris is really odd to me as an American. The Tomorrowland is pretty cool, especially the Autopia. Yeah, I really like that idea that they were going for. Remember when Tony Baxter was going to go all out on like the Hyperion airship hangar? That was really, really cool. I recreated that hangar in Planet Coaster. That was fun. Hey, see, Aiden. I've never been to Epcot, but I'd love to go at some point. Well, to be fair, I haven't been to most of the parks. My favorite is probably Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom. But of course, remember, I've not been since they opened Galaxy's Edge. With the last time I was in Hollywood Studios, it was still way under construction. Like, I think the last time I was in Hollywood Studios was probably 2017, 2018 maybe. Disneyland Paris is kind of a poopy park, but I still love it. It has a lot of small park charm. Finding Nemo roller coaster in the launch Space Mountain was lit. You know, I would love, like, my ultimate trip would be to go to Tokyo Disney Sea. Like, would be like my ultimate, like, theme park trip. Tokyo Disney Sea. If you guys haven't ever seen that Disney park, definitely look it up on YouTube. Review Time does a really good review on it. Really good walkthrough. Yeah, that it is cool. Tokyo Disney Sea. And another one you guys need to watch a video on that seems like it is incredibly underappreciated. Hong Kong Disneyland. Yep, Hong Kong Disneyland is like criminally underappreciated as far as like the worldwide Disney parks go. I got the hiccups. I got the hiccups and I haven't even been drinking. Yeah. Before I leave, Animal Kingdom is the best Disney park, period. And I've been to all American parks. Okay, now bye. You know, it's funny you say that, Leaf, because I went into Planet Coaster. As a matter of fact, I'll save this. We'll jump into that real quick before I leave. I want to do more to Becca's. It's just, I kind of need to do some more looking around, maybe off camera, finish the back. Because I like the design, but I want to give her more of a pop. Like, I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, now that we're going through this Silver Fox, we'll probably end up, I don't know, we may have the road like come this way or either come from that way. I don't know. We'll get it crossed over probably from that way, and then they'll come into this side of the town. Back alley. I like it. I'll have to get this sent back over to Drew, because I think he's going to go ahead and stream this tomorrow. Savannah and Drew kind of just peer pressured me into jumping on and streaming this evening. So I didn't really have a plan going into this, but I still think Becca's came out pretty cool for just on the fly. Just a giant loaf of bread. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's streaming tomorrow. But let me show you all what I went into Planet Coaster to do real quick, and then I'll let you all skedaddle because it's almost 11 o'clock. But anyways, back to Leaf's point. I get so like disheartened because I am such a terrible coaster designer. Like, I know I can't design coasters very well. So, you know, it just kind of disheartens me to jump back into Planet Coaster. And then plus two, the lighting. The lighting is a terrible letdown coming from Planet Zoo. You know, I just, it's just weird. Hold on, let me get Planet Coaster pulled up here real quick. I was just thinking of like starting like a little pirate themed theme park, and I was like bored on Saturday, so I was like, let's just jump back into Planet Coaster and look around. I installed Reshade, had fun with that. Hey, thanks Basic Builder, thanks Savannah. Yeah, it looks cool, just Becca's needs a little more pop. Thanks Cybers. UK, appreciate it, buddy. Guys, this was Bay right here. You know how many, okay, you want to know how many hours I spent in Planet Coaster? You think 2100's a lot? Okay, Planet Coaster playtime for SDan Wolf, 6,983 hours. 6,983 hours over the last, what, 5 years? Yep. What did the lion say in Narnia? He's like, "Don't speak to me about magic, witch. I was there when it was written." That's kind of like me and Planet Coaster. It's like I started this back in 2014. Oh, now Cybers, I think you were on a long Sims kick, weren't you? Years and years and years. Many, many thousands of hours. Planko, even this little tiny park of blueprints and stuff that I built takes a while to load in. It's kind of like the little idea I had. Just like a little port adventure pirate, theme park. So, I don't know. Like I said, I was just bored. I was bored Saturday and I'm like, let's jump back into Planet Coaster. Little idea builds a whole ass harbor. This was my jungle cruise, or not my little front of my restaurant that I did for Rudy. But I took that part out with the waterfall and kind of just added it into this little, I guess, little Main Street section or little harbor section. Oh yeah, Savannah, but remember, most of these are my blueprints from different little builds. Like, remember when I built my zoo in Planet Coaster? Remember the old zoo? I gotta show you all. Hold on one second. I gotta show you all that real quick before we get out of here. Let me at least show you the zoo while we're in. A lot of you guys weren't around for I was building zoos in Planet Coaster like 2 years before we even knew about Planet Zoo. Like when I was doing that, we thought it was going to be Planet Safari. Yeah, Savannah, I'm a fast builder, but I'm not that fast. Now, really, you guys are going to have to be into this for a few minutes because this zoo definitely takes a while to load up. But this was my implied zoo. I had a guy, his name was Deadeye Duck, and he was really, really big into the Theme Maker's Toolkit. And he would, like, every day would be pumping me out, like, new animals, like new little animatronics and statues. And, yeah, me and him had a lot of fun just coming up with little with little animals. One of my favorite builds on this, I'll show you, is like the little Jeep tour area. Oh, that didn't take too long. I thought that was going to be worse. But here's like the little entrance area. Remember when I used to have my hippos in here? Kind of like the little shops. Little guest services building. See, I had the safari train. These were my, this is a Croc Cove. Here's where the Crocs, the little animatronic Crocs. Look, I had a lady down here somewhere that was like a bird expert. Here she is. I used the little crow animatronic. So this lady kind of like did a little show with the birds. My little Oasis canteen. Back here was my adventure stage show. So they would do like little adventures there. This was my reptile building. Look, I had these guys filming like a little snake show down here. Yeah, so that's the big reptile house. Here's my sky box. Down here is my little implied Jeep ride. I was so proud of this. Like, see, you would just load off kind of Kilimanjaro safari style. Had the little spare trucks. And here's the little bridge. I put like the little rumble strips down here. So like, you know, the animals wouldn't like want to go in there and cross it. This was like my veterinary center. And see, the trucks would come out here like into the safari. See, Deadeye got me the little giraffes in here, little baby. I know it doesn't look like much, but to us, like, this was jaw-droppingly awesome. There's the rhinos. And here was like my little Sky Tram hangar. Hippos. Remember the hippo animatronics? Here comes the train. I adore this train. Little shopping area I built. Like a, you know, almost like an African style market. Like the little kids could get their hair braided and stuff. Little shops. But it was like a full-on themed entertainment zoo. Here's Mwanga's. This was my steakhouse I built. You had to have a reservation for it. This guy took your little reservation. Here were some little slides I built for the kids. That one's a little dangerous. I built this little coaster. So this is like a little temple discovery coaster. I really can't wait until we get Planet Coaster 2. We'll have to try this again. I'll be doing implied zoos in Planet Coaster 2. The big crocs. What else do I have over here? Here's my elephants. Kind of like the elephant little area over here. Lions. This is my little like Himalayan. I had some tigers down in here. This is kind of like some little Himalayan facades that I did for this little section. And the tigers. Okay, they don't have as much life as Planet Zoo, but we still liked them, damn it. They still meant something to us. This is the African area. Little Cairo area that I built. Kind of you go down through here, shop, use the bathroom, grab something to eat. Got a little splash pad here for the kiddos. Little walkthrough like aviary in here. Little toucans. Fun times. Had a little magic carpet ride right there with all this stuff. Then you kind of moved into, this is like what I called like Namboa Square. It was like an African type of, kind of like African Main Street little area. And the train would come through. Planet Coaster has more lifelike birds than PC. Here was another coaster I built over here for the Africa section. This was fun. And I never even got into the custom supports or any of that either. That turn would have probably killed you. And then Silver Fox was mentioning, yeah, I had a little wolf pack over here. There's the pack. I think Miss Red Nebula made these for me. She was an awesome TMTK modeler. This is kind of where we ended, remember? Because when I got to the North American section, Planet Zoo was announced. So we just never, obviously we, all kind of jumped over to that. Every time I try and jump into PC, I just get frustrated because I've forgotten all the pieces. Yeah. But yeah, that's it, guys. That was my... Oh yeah, and Woody did this enclosed aviary here. He was helping me with some stuff too. Look at the little flamingos. The little heads. He got their little heads to turn. So this is like an indoor little area. And I love this lion statue that Deadeye Duck found. That was cool. But yeah, fun stuff. But anyways, guys, it's 11:04. I am going to jump off here and I guess go lay down. It's time. I got to go to work in the morning. But yeah, if you guys get a chance, definitely stop by and let's hang out with Drew tomorrow if he streams and see what kind of mischief he gets into in the swamp. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. I'll catch you in the next one.